I define hyperfocus as constant flowing action towards one target and nothing else exists. Notice I did not write about straining yourself to the point of exhaustion. The strain is caused by cognitive overload, which is harmful to hyperfocus. Instead, you want to constantly write down your inner monologue and thoughts if your actions are not flowing automatically. Take, for instance, writer's block, the imaginary demon to every communicator. It is not caused by a lack of ideas, but by your poor judgment on how good they are. Professionals like Seth Godin, the best-selling author of 19 books, advise you instead to write every thought you have, including bad ones, to unblock your action flow. In other words, hyperfocus is not effortful, but effortless. Instead of mustering up your brain and heart rate, you remove all blockages so action can effortlessly flow. Once you remove the rocks, the river flows automatically. No strain, just plain joy. I'm going to present to you a step-by-step guide for entering hyperfocus fast. Number 1, plan a session in your calendar and select a particular task or tasks that you want to make progress on during that time. And for my advice on setting up and using your calendar, visit the links in the show notes. Number 2, turn off all distractions, excess tabs, and programs. You do not want any clutter hindering your action flow. Number 3, set up a blank page that you can write on instantaneously. Could be a tab on your computer or a physical notebook. Number 4, keep your room very light. Modern neuroscience shows its effectiveness for being alert. And the 5th one is optional but highly recommended according to me. Have a particular white noise and background music to listen to during the session. I personally listen to a particular playlist when writing and recording articles, videos, and episodes at 6 a.m. And for other sessions, I listen to another track. All of this will be linked in the show notes. Number 6, when it is time, activate your timer for the particular session. This way, you can forget time and only have your task in mind. And lastly, stare at the screen or other visual targets, which is highly recommended according to neuroscience, and do your task. Write down every thought you have, every worry, every indecision, frustration, etc. on the separate blank page if you're not effortlessly doing. If you become interrupted, continue capturing your thoughts and staring. Before you know it, you're back in the zone. And you are now in hyper-focus mode. Enjoy. But at some point, you want to get out of this too. And although most people have trouble getting into focus, some have problems getting out of focus. Here is how you can do it fast. After your session, write a status summary or any thoughts on what you have done and what to do next. Update your calendar, to-do list, and project document if applicable. Number 2, close down all tabs, programs, etc. Make your environment very clean. And lastly, continue write until you feel a sense of calm reset. All words are valuable. By saving it, you can finally rest and switch attention. You can also change environment, relax your body.